Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McCullough. He is Jay. He is Joe. We are occasionally known when brought together as the master debaters. And we're going to bring that to Stretford Paddock today. We're going to have a little bit of a debate. And today we are discussing who we want to be Manchester United's next signing. We have been linked with so many players in so many different positions, from strikers, right wingers, attacking midfielders, defenders, left back, like just all of them. We've been linked with all sorts of players. Now, obviously, you guys have had a little think. I hope you've not got the same player. I hope for who you want next.
I got the short straw. That's all I'm going to say.
Is anyone saying Jadon Sancho?
Me.
Oh, you are?
Of course I'm saying Jadon Sancho.
What
would this video be?
I thought we were going to be, go
what
outside the box.
What would this video be without someone picking the person who United should sign next?
Or will sign.
But either and both.
All right. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Remember, guys at home.
Stunning.
There's going to be a vote if you want to, agree or disagree with these guys. If YouTube haven't taken that facility away, which you can click up there to vote, and also get your comments in the comments below. Let us know who you want Manchester United's next signing to be. Donny van der Beek has already arrived at the club. I haven't spoken to you that much since then. What you made of that signing?
Very good.
Thanks.
Yeah, we needed it.
All right, thanks. Cheers for that, lads.
Lovely yellow
insightful.
hair as well.
He has got lovely yellow hair, hasn't he? He's gonna go really red like Kevin De Bruyne as well when he gets tired, isn't he?
I like that.
And angry.
Big red face.
Yeah, it's good. I like him. We've got a good history with Vans as well.
Mm-hmm.
Van Gaal, Van Persie,
Good
Van
chip man outside Old
Nistelrooy,
Trafford.
Van der Sar,
Van der Gaal.
Van der Gaal. Always won trophies.
Mm-hmm.
Van der Gaal was great, wasn't he?
Oh, he was, mate.
Great cheekbones.
Do you remember when
Handsome fella,
Martin Keown?
Van der Gaal
booted
might
him
be
in
the
his
most
cheekbone?
underrated handsome fella to play for United.
I think he's very handsome, yeah.
Bobby Charlton for me.
Bobby Charlton. Yeah.
That statue doesn't do him justice, does it?
Nah.
It's a horrible image of him.
They're
Outside Old
They're
Trafford.
all a bit
Let's stop
Come on.
where we're going. Just stop.
I'm not criticising the
Stop
man.
this train before.
Hey, I'm just saying the statue
I know, but
isn't reflective of his face.
I don't. I accidentally called him sexy. It's like we shouldn't be doing this.
I'm
Do you know what I
distancing
mean?
myself from this conversation now.
All right. Okay. Bringing it back to where we are. Who do you want to see sign next? Is it either of you want to go first? Do you want to pick it? All right. I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 10. Go on.
7.
3.
He's always 7. He's always. Why did you know? He always goes for 7.
Felt like a stitch up, but whatever.
Every time he picks a number, it's 7.
Come
just
on,
for
then.
future reference. Right, I've gone with Sergio.
Oh, you're not going to take his Sancho off him?
Oh, right. Oh, no. It's already been decided. No, we were chatting. And
I was trying to not let people think we decided these things before we came on air, but
Well, we did.
Well,
That's who
obviously.
I want us to sign. What do you want me to do? Just pick someone out of nowhere and defend a position I don't agree
no,
with?
because I know he might want Sancho as
We
well.
can't have him.
I did want Sancho, but I also want this player as well because, let's face it, we all want Jadon Sancho. Let's not pretend we don't. Yeah, we'd all love to see him in a United shirt, but the
There's
player
going to be
that
some hipster out there. So
No, I don't.
I don't want him. I want
I think actually
this guy that is 15 and plays for Al Nassr.
Yeah, but that person aside, I think the vast majority of United fans would like to see Jadon Sancho come to Old Trafford. But that's not my argument. My argument is for Sergio Reguilon, if I'm pronouncing that right. Is that
Reguilon.
Reguilon. Sorry.
Is that a French or a Spanish surname? It does seem
I
quite
presume
French, doesn't it?
it's Spanish,
When you
seeing
say
as he's
it,
Spanish.
it feels
Reguilon? Well,
Sergio, though, isn't it?
Sergio.
But that's not his surname.
Sergio Reguilon.
Like, have you seen my name? My name's confused as fuck.
I would
Let's
say
not.
that it's Spanish, but it could be French.
Well, he's
does feel
Spanish, isn't he?
When I say Reguilon, I feel French.
But say it with a Spanish accent.
Nah.
What is a Spanish accent?
In fact, try it in Portuguese. See, I get on with that
Let's
one
not.
first.
Go on.
Anyway, Sergio, the left back that we all know from his time at Sevilla last season, had a very good season there. I think
La Liga Team of the Year.
La Liga Team of the Year. Was it 3 goals, 5 assists, if memory serves?
Something like that, yeah.
Just made his debut for the Spanish team. Picked up a knot, but as he's tweeted, it's nothing too serious. He'll be back within a week, so we don't need to worry on that front.
His mum.
Well, listen.
He's fine.
So
He's
up
absolutely
here.
fine.
So up here.
He'll be at the Christmas party on Wednesday.
This is a situation, right, where a few weeks ago, if you'd have said to me, should we go out and get a left back, I'd have probably gone, maybe not. It's not a priority because I do rate Brandon Williams and I think Luke Shaw has had a decent season. But this is one of those scenarios when if there's a chance to get a player of this quality, you should take it. Now, some of United's best ever signings, I was saying this on Paper Talk the other day, have been from chance rather than from a plan. You know, I'm not comparing him and saying he's as good before anyone gets carried away. But we got Cantona off a phone call when they wanted Dennis Irwin. We got Andy Cole off a phone call because they wanted to keep Gillespie. Sometimes you get an opportunity to get a player and you should definitely take it. And I think this is one of those situations where Reguilon is available. Real Madrid are willing to let him go. I think they've got, is it Mendy, the other player they've got there? There's Gutierrez who's coming through from the academy. So he'd be like basically third choice, which is a bit crackers to me.
And Marcelo
his position at Real Madrid is very similar to Diogo Dalot's at United, where they're well-rated players and you want to see him get a chance, but realistically they're not going to.
Exactly. So he's available for a price that is very Glazonomics friendly, if we're being brutally honest, because we know what this club's like when it comes to transfers and spending money. I think it was around the £20 million mark for a 23-year-old Spanish international. I know there's issues about what the sell-on clause may be, and there may be something there going down that similar to Erling Haaland might put United off. But either way, you're going to get a player that can come in and it gives you that different options. Luke Shaw's best performances last season, by and large, were as part of a three at the back. So if you're bringing in all over left back, we know Brandon Williams can play right or left, then it gives you the options, it gives you the opportunity to mix it up a bit. You're not just relying on one or two players. And also, let's not forget, we even had Fosu Mensah at one point filling in at left back, which I liked him with Fosu Mensah, but that tells you that we do need strength in that area. I just don't think
we should be relying on Luke Shaw anymore, to be honest. I don't think we can rely on him. I think he's another injury this year.
Do you still think the jury's out on him then?
I think last year he played well at times, but then other times he wasn't. People get confused because he won the Player of the Year one year, but he wasn't Player of the Year that year. It was clearly Paul Pogba.
Well, I'm not doing this again.
Who's had a similar season to what Bruno's had this year, and everyone's gone mad over it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like Shaw got the Player of the Year simply because people were surprised he stayed fit for a year. And I think he did improve last year, and the competition from Brandon Williams definitely pushed him on. Playing at centre-back helped him, I think, because he didn't need to get forward. I think Reguilon's better attacking. Yeah. Defensively, Luke Shaw may be a little bit better, but I agree. I think if you can get a 30 million euro, I think it might be a little bit more. Because if we don't want that buyback clause, we're going to have to pay a little bit more. Even if it's
30 million in this day and age, for a 23-year-old who's proven at the top level, he's just won the Europa, it's just as you mentioned there, shining in La Liga, which is obviously a very good league, then it's a no-brainer to me.
And it's not a risk, because if he fails, let's say he doesn't go to plan, doesn't settle, you'll still get 15, 20 mil for him.
Of course you will. Easily. You'll set someone in Spain will pick him up. He'll go back to Sevilla or Real Madrid or whatever. Wherever he ends up, you'll still get your money back for him. And you're giving yourself such a good player who should, by rights, fit into the type of football that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer likes to play. Because, yes, Luke Shaw has done relatively well this season, but there have been many games during the season where going forward he hasn't been good enough.
And people feel we couldn't play a free because we haven't got the fullbacks.
Exactly.
Reguilon kind of...
It answers all those questions. It ticks all those boxes.
It would be a good signing. Yeah. I think I like him as a player, and I think he's.
What did you make of him against United?
I didn't notice him against United. Would be my honest answer to that. I've been back and looked at his stats and some highlights and read about what Sevilla fans think of him and what journalists in Spain think of him, that kind of thing. And spoke to Semra Hunter as well, and she discussed the feeling around him as a player in Spain. So I know that he's very highly rated, but I don't remember exactly how that went against you.
Well, I remember watching him thinking, we need to buy him.
I think we do need a left back. I think we do need another left back, because also it seems like Dalot might be on his way out. He's clearly not trusted. Like you said, Fosu Mensah was playing there. That might even free up Brandon Williams to play on the right-hand side occasionally if Wan-Bissaka needs a rest, if Dalot does go. You know, I know Brandon Williams has played left back for the last couple of seasons, but he's been a right back for most of his life and he's right-footed, so he can at least cover there. A good attacking left back I think we do need. I do think we do need one.
I think something that we'll say for a different video as well is, but I think this could point towards maybe Ali playing with a free at the back, maybe trying to get more, because we played 3-4-1-2 at times, but you'd say maybe Wan-Bissaka and Shaw aren't the fullbacks or the wing-backs in that to be getting forward. Whereas if you then play Reguilon and Williams on the right, you've then got maybe the fullbacks that will get forward, and you can play Donny van der Beek and Bruno and Pogba and all these players. So it maybe does open things up for us if we get another centre-half and another fullback to be able to play that three at the back.
Maybe. I mean, there's been some kind of suggestion that, you know, like you're saying, I mean, could Aaron Wan-Bissaka play as part of a three?
I think he could.
Like, you know,
Similar
if you
to
had
Kyle
Brandon
Walker.
Williams, as you just mentioned there, as a right wing back, and you had Reguilon as a left wing back, you could even have Maguire, Shaw, and Wan-Bissaka. Maybe as an option. Also, that front three picks itself. But if we don't bring another striker in, and there was an injury to say Martial or any of them, basically you might want to go to up top. So you might want to switch it up and have it as a sort of a 3-5-2 or whatever.
Or Diamond.
Yeah. So buying a player of that quality. Let's face facts. If he wasn't being offered to us, you still look at him and go,
Why
"There's a
aren't we
player."
in for him?
Yeah. But he's actually being offered to us. He's actually saying, "Yeah." That's how they speak.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
this kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, Ollie. What you're saying, that's literally how Zidane said
And
it.
it does feel like we've got choice over it. We're hearing from
Yeah.
Spain. It's Monday as we're speaking now. We're hearing from Spain that Sevilla aren't going to be signing him for next season. So it almost looks like things are falling into place for him to come to Manchester United.
So
We'll
tap
have
him.
to wait and see. But I do think it could be one of those bonus signings this summer, which United should be looking for, because this market is unlike any other. And we could maybe sign one or two players this summer on the cheapish, and it would mean we don't have to
Van
invest
de Beek
as many.
including that
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of bonus banquet.
Well, I think we wanted someone like a
Yeah.
midfielder anyway.
Right.
If you look at the
So you
interesting
wouldn't consider that as
Grealish.
a bonus signing, even though it's
No, I
mentioned?
think we were going to sign a midfielder regardless.
Okay.
I do think we needed a more defensive-minded midfielder,
Yeah, me too.
but I think we were always going to do that.
Who's your player then? Who you got?
You want me to go first?
Yeah,
or-
you go next.
You. All right. I went with Deo Upamecano, and the reason being is,
Centre back, Leipzig,
yeah, well, people at home know, innit?
France.
Leipzig's in Germany.
He's from France. Traditionally.
Traditionally.
Historically.
I've gone with Deo Upamecano, and based off a simple fact that I think Jadon Sancho's done. I think it will happen. So who do I want to see coming into Manchester United is I want us to sign a centre-half. Now, before this summer started, my dream window was Jack Grealish, Sancho, Upamecano, and Thomas Partey. Now, I don't think we're going to get a midfielder, a defensive-minded midfielder. I think we'll get Sancho. Van de Beek in place of Grealish, I can accept that as much as it hurts. Like, you know, them road trips and them journeys with me and Jack are
It's
cancelled
unfortunate
now.
that he's kept his team up and therefore made himself unviable, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he just forced a move, but we'll talk about that later. For me, Dale Upamecano coming in would bring, like, if you look at the selection of centre halves that we have, Smalling, Jones, Rojo, let's count them as gone.
Yep. Done.
Because even if Jones and Rojo stay, they're not going to play, so they're gone. We've got Maguire and Lindelof, let's say first choice. at the
Let's say
moment.
gone. Let's just say they're all gone. So we need centre backs. If we're just making up who's at the club and who in, we might as well just say that we need 2 new centre backs.
Come on, are they going to play? Rojo and
played
Jones
this
could be
season.
here next season. Are they going to play?
Phil
One
Jones played
game.
this season.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he's not first choice. A couple of injuries in his playing.
Like, so I just feel like with the centre halves we've got Maguire, Lindelof or Bailly as a partner. Bailly's not really been fit all the time. You got Twanzebe, who I think is a great talent coming through. I want to see him given a chance, but we haven't been able to. He's been injured.
Yeah.
So if you look at that, we haven't really got anyone to rely on. Ted Mengi is still a risk at the age that he's at. So bringing in a centre half would make sense. Next summer, a lot of teams are going to be in for Deo Upamecano. His release clause and all that kind of thing reactivates next summer. And I just feel like United could go in and say, if his release clause next summer is 42 million or whatever it is, here's 50 million now, take it. Because you're going to get 42 million next summer regardless. Obviously, it's unlikely. He's just signed a new deal and those kind of things. But if this is, this is my choice here, I'd go all out for Deo Upamecano.
My main worry about him is he's only 21. And obviously that can be a good thing because you've got a centre-back for 15 years or 12 years or 10 years, whatever. The only thing for me is there aren't many centre-backs in the world that can play at the highest level at the age of 21. And off the top of my head, I can think of Varane, and that's about it. Like, who came through at that age and
Chris
played for one of
Smalling.
the top teams. Chris Smalling being the other one, of course. But I worry that the step
Rio.
from Leipzig... But he was playing at Leeds when he was 21.
Yeah, and they bought
bad
him from
though,
West
was
Ham.
he?
He was mid.
Yeah, but it wasn't-
He was in England.
Yeah, he
That's
played-
just-
Just how
Yeah.
to get to the
Leeds.
Champions League.
Yeah.
But okay, when was that? 20 years ago.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. It's rare though, is what I'm saying. There's plenty of centre backs at top clubs.
he
I know
but
he gets angry, doesn't he?
The chances of him coming through at that age are quite slim. I think the jump from Leipzig to Man United is massive, and I would be concerned about spending 50 million quid on a 21-year-old who's never won anything, who didn't play at the age of 21 for Man United.
Played at 18 for Man United.
Yeah, but he wasn't the first choice centre back at 21 for Man United, or was he? Sorry, what season was that? When 21-year-old Wes Brown was first choice centre back for Man United?
Well, it was.
Didn't happen.
When Larry Blank was there.
Also,
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Just saying, that's all.
You
Didn't
get
happen,
angry,
didn't
just
happen.
angry,
He gets
man.
very
Just didn't
heated,
happen.
doesn't
That was 20
he?
years
Why does he
ago.
get so angry? It's
I just worry about
alright.
spending that much money on a 21-year-old who's never proven himself anywhere other than a mid-table / barely challenging for the title team in Germany. I think it's a lot of
But
money.
then what's the alternative? You spend 30 million on a Benoit Badiashile or a Gabriel or something.
No, I would spend a similar amount of money or more or on someone who's proven.
Who?
I don't know. It's not for me. That's not for me to.
My
it's
only
up to Man
only
United, of
issue
course.
with this,
I just
right,
think it's a big risk.
and I'll be honest with you, I sort of think Ollie may have been telling the truth when he was like, "I'm not after a centre back," because I know we've had lots of links and I've been there. People talk going, "We're linked with Magalas, we're linked with Upamecano." I keep saying it. There's lots of these reports, but when we were linked with like Savaki and Koulibaly, and Ollie was like, "Listen, I've got 7 centre backs." I still think he rates Bailly.
Nah, but 3 of them are
I know. I get what you're saying, and I'm not going to argue that Jones, Smalling, and Rojo have got any sort of a future. But I still think Axel's got a future. I still think he rates Eric Bailly, and obviously you've got your other 2 first choice, so you've got 4 there.
That's 4, and we might play a 3 at times.
We might do, but then again, as I've said earlier, you can have Luke Shaw, and in my opinion, you can have Aaron Wan-Bissaka there. So listen, if he comes, I'm not going to go, why have we bought him? Because he's obviously a very talented player. I just think that Ollie's looking at it personally and thinking, I don't know how keen he is on a centre back, and I think there's other areas he might be looking at.
He might be a big fan of Ted Mengi as well.
That's what I mean. I just feel like
this is a summer where we're one of those teams that, yes, the coronavirus has impacted us, but it hasn't impacted us as much as anyone else. And we could just pull our dicks out in this transfer market.
I'm not going to argue on that.
Bruv,
course
we
we
get
could.
Sancho sorted. Let's sign 2 more players. And seriously, we wouldn't really have to do that much business in the next couple of windows. And I just think Dale Upamecano is going to be highly sought after property. And he's going to be then that Koulibaly price. That's 70, 80, 90 million pounds. I think now you could possibly get a good deal.
The way we do transfers would make more sense if we got him now. Because if you wait, the likelihood is you're going to have to pay more money for him and all that. I just think there's a question mark.
We
there.
paid Wan-Bissaka £50 million.
Is
Premier League proven.
Axel
21-year-old right back is very different to a 21-year-old centre back. It is though. What is it not?
Yeah.
like you don't see 20-year-old
Play
right backs
next to
starting
each
for
other,
top
you
teams
knob.
all the time. Yes, but I'm asking for examples of 21-year-old centre backs playing for top teams. You gave me Rio Ferdinand and Wes Brown, which isn't even true. They were 2 centre
Wes Brown did play at centre back.
Listen,
Wes
Wes
Brown
Brown never got
choice.
injured. Vidic isn't even anything, bro.
Wes
He
Brown,
was never
most
first choice
naturally
for Man United
gifted
at 21.
defender.
What I'm saying is it's difficult
Phil
to establish
Jones.
yourself as
He was
a
18
21-year-old.
when we bought him.
Wasn't first choice.
Should've
Was a
been
very,
England
very
United
good defender.
captain.
Johnny Evans was when he broke into the
Wasn't
Manchester
first
United
choice.
team.
What
Was
were
a
you on about?
spell.
It wasn't first
He
choice.
was
None of these
well-
players were first choice.
During the 2011-2012 season he was. Anyway, my point is, I don't think
Not
right
easy, is
now.
it? It's hard, isn't it? I've thought about this.
21-year-old defenders that came through.
Varane. And I'm sure there are others, but what I'm saying is it's unusual, isn't it? Most top teams don't have a 21-year-old centre-back. They just don't. And I think that it's a lot of money when we've actually got a very good established partnership in centre-backs that have got the most clean
Check
sheets
this.
in
We
Europe.
can flip Diogo Dalot,
Yeah.
20 mil. Smalling, 20 mil. Rojo and Jones, let's say we get 8 mil combined. Yeah, 4 mil each or something stupid. That's 50 mil, bro. Flip it.
Yeah, but I'm not saying don't buy anyone, and I'm not even saying I don't want Upamecano. I'm just in terms of a next signing. I think there is. I would go
All right, then.
Regulon over.
You're bursting to goal, aren't you?
Yeah.
So go on.
Well, I mean,
Just try not to get angry.
At the risk of sounding like Stephen Housen here, there is.
Oh,
both
don't.
of your
Please don't
arguments
sound like that, idiot.
Included my player here, in Jadon Sancho, because he's the player United did next. We've got 5, 7 centre backs. We've got 2.5 left backs.
We've got 4
We've got-
centre backs. Rojo, Jones, and Smalling do not exist in the world of Manchester
And you
United.
can't have half a left back.
Yeah, of course you can.
We've got 4 plus Ted and Mengi.
What?
Diogo Dalot plays at the right back half the time. 50-50.
He's not even in the conversation anymore, really, is he? Come on.
You two. The only way you can get players in your position
But
is
he's
by
not, though.
pretending that Man United players
Mate.
don't exist.
Mate, right, you was all
Here's
sat here.
what I actually get to do. We don't have any right wingers.
Right.
You don't even have to pretend no one exists. We've got
He's
6
not, though.
cams.
Well, we got
4
Tahith Chong scoring goals, tearing
Mate,
it up in
Tahith
Germany.
Chong,
left winger
mate.
plays for Werder
Yeah.
Bremen. We've got no right wingers. There's the best one, the best young right winger in the world is available for the sort of money we can pay. He's English. He seems to fit the brand that United are going for, which is young, where possible, British talent. He's available. We can afford him. It's obvious we need Sancho. He wants to come. Don't want to sell him. We want to buy him. I don't have to mention Reguilon and Upamecano in my debate because it's clear that United's next signing has to be Jadon Sancho. And I know it's hard to really defend your positions here, but
no,
it's true.
Well, it's not. It's because I'm thinking that Jadon Sancho is done.
Right.
We know he wants to come. We
Yeah.
know what they want. We know we're eventually going to pay it. So in the meantime, get your other business done.
I agree with that.
Sort it out.
I agree with
Let's
that.
get the players that we need in because Jadon Sancho is going to happen. Whether
hope
we
so.
like it or
Is
not,
it? I don't know.
it
We
just
do
feels
like it.
inevitable.
I don't
It's
think
gonna
it'll happen this summer.
What?
No.
See?
What?
Dissent.
It's not going to happen at all if it doesn't happen this
I don't. I think it can happen
Why do you
next
think
summer.
he goes Madrid or Barca next
He
year?
doesn't. He doesn't join United next year.
I honestly don't. I mean, I'd be happy to be proven wrong. I don't
Bro,
think
Ed
we sign
Woodward's
him.
house is on
Listen-
the fire.
The thing is, as well, is
That's not a threat from me.
To
That's
your-
just
No.
facts.
yeah,
I
to your
just-
point,
honestly-
though, Adam, like if we don't sign Sancho, the club that United are next in 12 months' time isn't this exciting. They're on the way up.
We might not be in the Champions League.
We might be fucked. Yeah,
I'm
we
not
need him
disputing
to be
that.
the sort of
I
team
just
that can
don't
sign
think we
him.
will.
I can't go into another season with Daniel James running around on that wing.
But
Can't do it, bro.
I know
I
you're the
can't
opposite of me.
do
You
it.
guys think it's a done deal.
Play
I don't think it's a
Rashford
done deal. I don't think it's a
I
done deal.
every
don't
week
at all,
when he's
man.
got
I
a
think
broken back.
Yeah, exactly. We
I
need a
don't-
right winger.
I'm not again like Upamecano, like with all the player I mentioned. Yes, we need him, and Sancho is the obvious one, isn't he? Come on, Sancho's the one we've been talking about for the last 3 weeks. He's the one that we've apparently been chasing after with all negotiations and all the rest. But
Making my argument.
I will
for him
say
again,
one
thinking,
thing though, right?
Yeah.
And this is going to be very
Say,
unpopular.
Are you coming or what?
And people are going to kick
Jadon
off.
Sancho.
Yeah.
Are you texting him now?
Yeah. Are you coming United or what?
Is that yes as well? Look.
Yeah, it is. That's the last thing.
Why are
he
you
sent.
sending
The
him
last
a
thing
picture of
he sent was
yourself
a
as well? You didn't have to
selfie,
send a
big weirdo.
picture
I
of
was
yourself.
tagged in.
Hey, do you
remember
know what
when
I
he
mean?
put
That's a bit
Welcome Sancho
weird.
over there.
Hey,
Remember you had Welcome Sancho over there, you knob. I
See,
don't
now
just-
he's getting a bit angry.
I don't just send him
Feeling the
why
pressure.
do you always
eh?
get heated, man? This
I
is
don't
like-
just send
this is
Sancho
a
reply.
la-di-da
Pictures of
debate
myself.
about
Please rate this selfie.
about nothing.
It's,
That he get
He
angry.
rated it with a
And
love
I
heart
rate-
eyes
No, he
emoji though.
didn't.
He did.
Nah.
He
Go
did.
on then.
He thinks it's big time because all the players talk to him. Does my fucking
Yeah,
head.
trying to get him round so they could.
Hey.
Trying to get you round to the England hotel the other night. weren't they?
Oh, well.
Me and Mace
Picture of
tearing
him-
it.
Back in all
picture of him
uppers
in a
out, yeah.
bikini.
There's a couple, right? One, we've spent all this time on Jadon Sancho, like Jadon Sancho, and we're neglecting other areas.
What
We should
about
be
Jason
strengthening
Sanchez?
Jason Sanchez as well. Even when we're getting offered players now, it's like, oh, Jadon Sancho, come on. We're being given an open goal here. It should have made it to happen. That's why I think Reguilon is the player that we should get next. Also, with Jadon Sancho, right? He's very talented. Yes, he's English, and that sort of fits slightly into our MO, and he's an exciting player. But, and this is going to be very unpopular, the jury's still out a little bit. He could come here and he could struggle. And listen, you'll say, no, he can't because he's English. And, you know, I had the same arguments, right, when we bought, no, he's not English, but when we bought Di Maria. No one was slagging off that transfer. People were going, number 7, made for United, just had a great season.
For different reasons.
All right, Memphis. Even Memphis, people going, great season, PSG, young player. He's going to come here, he's going to tear it up. Flops. It can happen.
Sancho.
Even with players you don't think
And I,
it
you know
can.
What? I agree with
I
you.
think
on that.
the
do
only
agree.
difference
I'm sorry
between
to
Sancho
say
is
that, mate. It can.
It's not going to be. You got to take off the Bundesliga tax. So he had like 20 goals, 20 assists in the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
So that'll probably drop to like 10 and 10 or 15 and.
Yeah.
He's
I mean, I get it because as he gets older, you expect
be
him to
blessed.
get better. So hopefully that'll counteract.
Look, he's English. He's born in
Is he
Manchester.
English?
Not
No, he
born
wasn't.
in
He was
Manchester.
in Watford, wasn't he?
He lives in. He's lived in Manchester. Sorry.
Start again.
He's English. He lived in
Manchester.
He's born in England.
Obviously.
Oh, is he English? Is
His
he?
mum and dad are English.
He's English. He's born in England. He was
lived
he was
in
birthed
England.
on the British
Hey,
Isles.
His passport says England.
He's already played
For England.
In
He's wait-
England.
Yeah, he happens to play for England.
He's
Say
played
England
for
again.
England.
Hey.
He's got
Speaks English.
his own boots.
Oh my
He
god.
speaks English. He knows some of the English players.
He knows. First of all, let's not forget he knows.
What I'm trying to say is,
Whose player are you arguing for?
What are you even on about?
what I'm saying is,
All of these points are pretty
Jadon
irrelevant.
Sancho is going to be fine.
Right.
Man.
And check out his
He's already
birth
settled in. Like,
Just
you
one
don't
question,
need to settle in. Settle in where, bruv? He's better than everybody that we've got on the right wing.
Which is no one.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to say that he's better than Martial.
He's not better than Martial.
Mate, let's not go down.
Martial,
Now he'll get heated.
Should we all have a final say about who do you think should sign next then, before this gets out of hand? Because he's lost it.
You got really angry for
it.
no reason. He got angry for.
He got upset because we took the piss out of him. Jaden, message me back, mate.
Well, then we were taking a piss when we were talking about Wes Brown and people like that, and you got really irate, and it was like, come on.
You can't take the truth that Wes Brown
is the most naturally gifted defender England has ever played for a football team.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. He did, you
Mate,
dickhead.
He won a lot.
He never shoulda, woulda,
Mate,
coulda.
did you not watch the 2008 Champions League final with his left-footed cross?
I think I like Wes Brown.
Jimmy Murphy Player of the Year in 99, won the treble in 99. Without Wes Brown, we don't do it, quite simply. Back-to-back-to-back trophies, titles, couple times. If it wasn't for him getting injured, Vidic goes back to Spartak Moscow.
He just said he was the most talented defender that England's ever had or something.
No, football.
Football's ever seen.
Yeah, the most naturally gifted defender we've ever seen in the history of association football.
It's true that, innit?
If it wasn't for injuries, he'd have played 1,000
and
times.
And even with injuries.
a million trophies.
Yeah, there you go. Right, go on. Let's go through who we want.
Put some respect on his name.
I love Wes Brown.
No, you don't.
No, you just slagged him off for half an hour. You've just said he was terrible and he shouldn't have played for Manchester United.
I didn't say that.
No,
you might not have used those words, but I can read between the lines.
You don't love him.
Speak to my
best right back to have ever
played. Speak to my lawyers.
Easily. I'm centre back
a minute ago.
Plays both multitasking. That's how amazing he was.
Interesting. 30 seconds. Why do United need
to
send Regulon next?
Follow me. Come on the show.
You're going on wheelchair. What was it, wheelchair basketball you did last time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where you started wrecking the gaff and taking it far too seriously, ramming into people and that. Sorry about that for the people at the foundation. We've probably had nightmares ever since Macca turned up.
I had to borrow someone's chair as well.
Yeah, well, he says borrow. Drag him out.
Can I have my chair back? And I was like, not looking at the sideline.
I'm playing with Wes Brown. Leave me alone.
Come on.
Right, sorry. Sergio Reguilon. Why should we buy him? Because we can get him. He's there, he's waiting, he's willing to come. We know what he can do. He's played at the top level. He's had a very good season. This isn't about potential or what he's going to be like or whether he can do it. He's played at the top level and he's proven himself. He gives us other options as well. Yes, he's a left back, but we can have him as a wing back. We can move Luke Shaw into the centre if we need to. We can maybe move Brandon over if we need to use him on the right-hand side as well, giving Aaron Wan-Bissaka a rest when he needs one, or if we want to play Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the middle. And he fits into that philosophy of attacking fullbacks. We've seen it. Ollie's been trying to implement that ever since he started, and we've had sort of success, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw are wanting a little bit going forward at times. Reguilon isn't.
He's never spoken about Reguilon before today.
What are you on about? Mate,
never.
I've been saying for years that we should buy him.
He was texting me the other day saying, What's his name?
No, it wasn't.
What's this surge regular?
All I said was, who is he?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's he paid for?
Who the fuck knows this kid?
Did he play against us?
I don't remember that. That's like Donny van der Beek in
right,
Stockholm.
Jadon Sancho has to be United's
our
next
original.
signing. Well, exactly. It's so original and it's so obvious. It's so plain to see that their only argument is, oh, well, it's too easy.
It is plain
It's obvious. United have to sign Jadon Sancho next.
How you
all of this
season
money
your
stuff.
chicken.
Like you said, I don't think this is done. We'll talk about that afterwards.
What did he
I
say?
take umbrage with that.
I think he's playing like he seasons his chicken.
I take umbrage with that.
Oh, mate, come on, that's
we've
below
talked
the
about
belt.
this before, that as like off the air and today, that it's not necessarily a done deal.
Mate.
I don't think it's certain that this is going to happen. Oh, we can talk about someone else because we're going to sign Sancho. I think this has to get over the line and something has to change because we've been in advanced talks for 2 months now. So United have to give him the money or come to some agreement with this, because if it just stays as it is, it won't happen. And like you said, I don't think it'll happen next season when we're sixth because we didn't invest properly. So it has to be Jadon Sancho because it sets the tone for the whole season, that signing. It's not just about, oh, we need a right winger. It establishes that United aren't going to get in third place, get in fourth place and rest on their laurels again. It's more than just getting a right winger in. It sorts Solskjaer out. It gives Woodward a sliver of good press for once.
Who gives a shit about that?
He doesn't get good press for that.
What I mean is, it's
Postman don't get good fucking press for delivering my news.
Well said.
I just mean it takes the heat off a lot of different components of the club, which would be a good thing to go into a new season with, whether you like people or not, and obviously we don't. It's just a signing that the club has to have.
You do.
Adam.
Clearly. Dale Upamecano, because we've already signed Sancho and he's going to come in later in the season. And we need to get a centre-half. forget what Joe said, bro. Jadon Sancho's happening. People keep panicking. Like
I'm not panicking.
it's gonna happen.
I'm resigned
so
to the
let's
facts. I don't
sort out
think it's
everything
going to
else.
happen.
Our defense wasn't ideal last year. It gave me anxiety. Like it was horrible. Like yes, we conceded less goals, but
30
ultimately, when you look at it, does that say to you this is a Premier League winning defense? And I don't think it does yet. I like the idea of signing Reguilon. I like the idea of signing Sancho. I think we can get all of them, but get Upamecano in next, just for the sake of this argument. Yeah.
Very good.
Now, do you season your chicken or not?
Of course, I season it. I can go Mediterranean. I'm talking oregano, basil,
Do you wash
parsley. No, I don't wash it. I like keeping that.
On that note, he likes to smell farm.
On that bombshell.
Sorry, is a chicken not from a farm? What do you do?
You
Mince
don't
it and
clean
then
your
wash
chicken.
it? No, I don't rinse fruit. I don't wipe my arse. I don't wash my chicken.
It's all true.
Next.
I don't mind having some fruit without it being washed. I'll risk that.
It tastes like farm, doesn't it?
No.
Grown in shit, mate.
Milk smells like farm. I don't drink milk anymore. Can smell the cows. It does. I just drink oat milk.
Oat milk?
Yeah, but they don't even have
Me.
tits.
What? What is this? What's that mean? What's that mean? No.
We've
Talking
been
about
told
milk.
to wrap the fuck up
Hey.
on the note that oats don't have tits. Joe, thank you for watching. I mean, thank you for
welcome.
being here.
You're welcome for watching.
He goes from the most chilled out person I've ever met to the most angry on these debates, and I don't get why.
Joe,
It's the chicken thing that's done that. Upamecano, I can deal with that. Saying Sancho's a deal, I can deal with that.
Literally,
his foot's
as
moving
soon
like
as-
this fast, like he's proper
I've never
angry
seen
about-
anything like it.
I've lost it.
It's
I've lost
quite.
it. Finish the video, I've
It's
lost
quite
it.
unnerving.
Jay, anything you want to say?
Yeah, what nationality is Jadon Sancho just before we finish?
He's
I
English.
didn't quite catch that one. Thank
But
you.
Simon
Yeah.
Preston's trying to get him in for Jamaica at the moment. But I've said don't because I play in that position and I want the number 7 shirt. So
That was just you telling us that you know Simon Preston.
it's Ronaldo's birthday today, isn't it?
It is.
So
The real Ronaldo Brown.
Everyone tweet Ronaldo and say go fuck yourself. Make his
Although,
birthday a special one.
is this video going out on his birthday? Though? That's the question.
Well, if not, it'll just be getting.
Is it going to even be finished by the time his birthday's finished? That's my question.
Right.
All right.
Sorry.
On that bombshell, this has been Stretford Paddock and
Vote
some sort
vote
of
Sancho.
debate. He's been
Sulking.
a little bitch that don't clean his chicken. That has been Jay, and I have been Mac, and we're out of here.